if the reality hits you hard, hit it back and run. Moin moin, dear people, old, new, especially new. Welcome to this channel, and also my friends, the friends of my friends, my family members, my relatives, and welcome to this channel. I had already said that. I am Anna of Northern Germany. I'm a survivor, a fighter, a writer, and today I invite you for a talk. It's going to be hopefully a nice, reflective, friendly talk, because recently my YouTube channel had a birthday. I don't even know the exact date, but yeah, plus or minus, very small plus, very small minus, I have been on YouTube for a year. Why it took me so long to say this? And today I want to share with you my feelings, my conclusions, my thoughts about me being making this channel for the whole year. If you don't know me, if this is your first video watching, my name is Anna. I live in Northern Germany. I'm a refugee and I am doing a mini job. Currently, I'm learning German. I already passed B1 German, and next week I'm starting my B2 course, about which I'll still talk a bit in a short video. And on this channel I like talking about mental health awareness and just generally about things that I'm passionate about. And I'm passionate about books. I love politics and I speak about politics, but not too much because it's not great for mental health, because I have depression on the background. And generally I also talk about topics that worry me, or also enjoy talking about things about which I have something to say. Yeah, I like talking a lot, that's why my videos are pretty long, so I hope you'll not get tired, but it is what it is. And I think I gave up on trying to restrict my flow of my thoughts, so I will just speak. I will share my insights about YouTube, what I had thought it was going to be, did I have illusion, and what it turned out to be. And just generally, hopefully this video might be useful for someone who is starting out a YouTube channel, or who is just thinking, who is scared, terrified to start a YouTube channel. Because yeah, starting a YouTube channel, it's quite a step. Yeah, and yeah, let's have a nice chat. I will be drinking my afrikanische Rooibos, or South African Südafrikanische Rooibos, and South African Rooibos tea. My friends and I, we are big friends. My friends and I were big fans. We're big fans of Rooibos tea. I've just realized that I made a bit of a stupid picture. The frame of it. Hopefully I changed it. I'm such a professional YouTuber, but I'm learning every day with every video. If you compare my old videos to something that you might be watching right now, totally different. And update, I made a decision. I'm getting a tripod for one of the videos, especially for one of the videos that I want to make closer to the end of February. Ojalá. And then later camera, because so far I'm collecting money for my driving license. So I'm also dressed very basic today. Basic makeup. Basic. But okay, let's talk about something that we want to talk about, and I want to talk about YouTube. And maybe at first I should tell you why I decided to create a YouTube channel. First of all, I'm early Gen Z or a very, very late millennial. I don't know, really, you can make a decision for yourself. I really don't know how the generations work. I think I belong to Gen Z. I'm a very early Gen Z, and I spent the biggest part of my childhood in my computer, in my phone, because in my family computer appeared quite early because my father is quite interested in computers. And I was growing up, my teenage years were happening while YouTube was starting to thrive. And of course I had my favorite creators, and also I used YouTube as a way to escape from the reality. I had already mentioned before that I used books, and I think when I started to grow up, especially when I entered the university, I used YouTube more than books, and I had a massive slope in reading, and I stopped reading. I talked about it in my very, very old videos. If you're not afraid of quality, you can watch them. You're very welcome to watch them. I don't think I'll hide them or delete them because, yeah, I also want people to see like the realistic journey I went through. So I escaped from the reality of my bit of unhappy childhood, and my mom sees that. She would hate me very much because, yeah, you know, this idea of post-Soviet parents, when they say that you have the roof above your head and you have both parents, you must be happy, otherwise the God will punish you. If you also have post-Soviet parents, give me thumbs up. I watched bloggers, various bloggers, and I enjoyed various formats. I'm a big fan of true crime. I think it shows, I swear. And I watched these bloggers and I thought somehow that I could also do that, that I was capable of doing that. That meant that I also had a lot going on in my head, and I thought that I had something to say. I was bursting with words, but I had no one to share them with, although my university friends, you're like my dearest people, I love you very much, but I'm also talking about times when I didn't have anyone to share my pains with, and it was like still school times, late school times, and at the very beginning of my university years. Also, you can pay attention to the length of my videos, and you can say that I like talking pretty much. And as my mother used to say, I say one word to you and you say 10 words back. If you also had parents who used to say this to you, again, give me thumbs up. Yeah, but in the last 10 years, at the same time, I believe I gained quite a lot of painful experience. I went through immigration, a very painful immigration. I fled from Russia. I became a refugee in Germany. I went through hell of bureaucracy to become a recognized refugee in Germany. And right now I am an integrating refugee, and my life is far from being easy. And I also get a lot of help from my parents. I also get a lot of help from my friends because I was lucky to find my amazing friends during my volunteering years, and they support me. But I understand that not everyone has this support, and I felt like sharing my experience in this life, and I wanted to give some validation to people who are getting through something similar. You know, for example, some mental issues, mental disorders, or mental conditions that obviously worsen your life, and there is something that is going on in your head constantly and interferes with your well-being, but nobody can help you and you cannot really explain what is going on with you. And yeah, I also wanted to give validation of these feelings. And also there was a period of my life when I didn't want to exist to say it mildly, and I also went through this period and I overcame, and now I'm doing fine. Of course, I'm in therapy, I'm on pills. Hopefully I'm reducing my pills soon, and then we will see what is going to happen, because my lady depression is chronical, and so yeah, we'll have to see. But yeah, I just want to tell people that yeah, all bad moments, they are moments and they will not last forever. And I really felt like it was important for me to bring it out, to speak out about it. So it led to me creating my YouTube channel. I created a channel, then I didn't film. I was carrying this idea for a while, for a couple of months. I was collecting the ideas. I was doubting what I'm going to film, blah, blah, blah. And then I filmed my first video, and it was terrifying to publish, because when you start a YouTube channel, you think that you might get viral immediately, you will go public, and as soon as you go public, you will be hated by loads and loads of people who hate you just because because yeah, internet is a toxic place. And first I published the video, I hid it. It was accessible only through the link that I sent to my friends, and my friends gave me the feedback. It was far from 100% positive, and it makes sense because yeah, I was very insecure, and I was sitting there, I was trying to say something that matters, but it was a silly video. And but yeah, I appreciate that it happened in my life, and whatever it was, my friends were not like, they were very supportive. I love my friends, but they were not like, yeah, that's amazing, flawless, you rock. And it's normal, and I made it public anyway, and I'm very proud of myself. And then after some time you realize that it's not exactly how it works, and you make this video, I made it public, and then you publish more videos, and then you realize that nobody watches them. That's why I say at the beginning to my friends, the friends of my friends, and my family, because this is how the channel was starting out. Of course, now I have a bit more people, and I will talk about it a bit later. And yeah, and you start thinking, maybe there is something wrong with me. And of course, the quality of my videos are amazing. But yeah, we all have to start with something, right? And I progressed. I got this tripod I'm filming from the father of my friend. And I was so freaking happy when I got this tripod. You cannot imagine. For the first month, I didn't get practically any feedback. Also, no negative feedback. And that was also nice because, yeah, you know, I'm a vulnerable human being. And I'm glad that my YouTube channel happened to me in January, February 2024, because I also needed some support when Alexei Navalny died, and I needed to speak up. And I also wouldn't be able to handle this if something went wrong when you emerge, when you start the YouTube channel. I don't know how I would be able to handle it when I was worse mentally, so it gave me some time to, you know, to build up my strength, to work through different scenarios with my psychologist. But of course you can never be prepared when hate comes. Yeah, that was why I started the YouTube channel. But what am I aiming at right now with my YouTube channel? And of course, I will not lie to you, because yeah, it would be amazing, be great and unbelievable to be monetized, because for a creative person, and I consider myself a creative person, there is nothing better than being able to earn money with their creations. But look into my face. You might understand that I'm not naive. I am far from that. I wish I was a bit more naive sometimes. Or maybe not. Maybe it's not worth it. I don't know. And I understand that YouTube is huge, and it's filled with abundance of people who are fighting for, who are competing, well, fighting maybe not the best word, are competing for people's attention. They're all different, they're all amazing in different fields. Some of them are dubious, maybe, but they also get their viewers after some time, I guess, I don't know. And we also understand that, yeah, people don't spend time in the search for new faces, new creations. And I am personally watching like 10 YouTubers. I'm very ashamed of it, but it's my goal to search for new YouTubers and to watch their content and to write them nice comments. Recently, under my video, which is not super popular, about NaNoWriMo, about my writing month, kind of, I got a very nice comment from Emma Bennett. I hope I pronounce it correctly. I will check your channel out. I am sure it's amazing. I will write you some nice comments. It's planned. It's planned, as the ex-prime minister of Russia used to say, the money is planned. We have the money for this goal. I hate Dmitry Medvedev too. Just by the way. And yeah, so that's definitely the plan, because I want to surround myself with like-minded people. Of course, I can dream of community. I don't know if it is going to happen or not. But at the same time, yeah, it's been a year. And of course, sometimes it happens that you feel a bit disappointed because you had imagined how people would gather and they would discuss some thoughts that you offer, and there will be a nice chat, a lively chat, and there will be an exchange. And also, of course, you cannot stop yourself from comparing to other people. And that's also another reason why I want to maintain my channel, because it seems like everyone is so mindful these days, and everyone understands everything, and we must not compare ourselves to other people, but we all do that sometimes, unfortunately. And recently I watched a video of a girl, and she was like, yeah, I'm like for 2 months on YouTube and I had like 700 subscribers or so. And I thought, I recently celebrated 100. I value everyone from these 100. No matter if you're a person who doesn't know me, or if you're a friend or a friend of my friend or my relatives, I value every bit of you. You're beautiful, you are amazing. I hope I'm useful for you, or at least entertaining. And yeah, it's just, and you think, oh, maybe there is something wrong with me. But no, there is nothing wrong. I assume that maybe my content is not interesting to people. It can also happen. But it's also like algorithms and other stuff. So there can be many reasons. And if you're also in this way, And if you also, you're dreaming about being monetized, yeah, it's not only about being monetized. I think it's also about sharing your ideas and sharing something that you find important, and about just being there, because yeah, if it doesn't work out, and yeah, it might, and that's the reality, but it doesn't diminish your value out there on the internet, because yeah, only you determine the value. And personally, I am very, inspired by my content, and yeah, I really, really invest my soul into it. Although, yeah, my content, quality, 10 out of 10. You're getting there, guys. You're getting there. I tried to figure it with microphone for you not to suffer from the sound. I'm trying to film with like acceptable light conditions for you not to suffer. One of my favorite videos about Margarita. Oh my god, it went so wrong. Although I like this video in general. Generally. It's experience. It's experience. Personally, I'm not planning to stop in the near future because, yeah, I have a lot of stuff to say, but also I'm personally enjoying it. I will not also lie to you. I enjoy talking to the camera, and yeah, if we can reach out to someone, that was a good day. My future plan, how I see it, to talk about more controversial topics, because sometimes, like, the general opinion of the internet is not exactly what my opinion is, and I want to speculate about the cancel culture soon, hopefully. And I also want to be this comfort zone for people with mental struggles, because yeah, I just want them to be represented somehow, because yeah, I think today neurodivergent, sorry if I pronounced it correctly, people are vastly represented on YouTube. It's amazing. It's amazing. Autistic people are presented. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes this content might be quite toxic, but they just want to represent these people who are just diagnosed with being sad all the time. I was diagnosed by my family. At the same time, what I'm doing, yeah, I found a job. It's not the most inspiring job in my life, and the only positive thing that happened to me in this job so far is that I really met a nice person who I really fell for. Well, a bit. I fell a bit. I don't really know this person, and I don't really think it will go anywhere further, because I'm terrified. I'm terrified of this feeling, the feeling of love. But it feels like, this person came into my life for this particular. The last video, I was also showering myself with tea. I literally spilled the tea here. Oh my god. I was saying that I believe that this person was brought to me by the universe, because I'm a bit lost, I'm a bit unmotivated by this work, because sometimes I just go to these different places where I help in the kitchen and I think, what am I doing here? And it's not that, like, okay, work is hard, but some people, they're just so mean to people who come to work for them, to help them. And I really don't understand that. And I've been thinking that, yeah, when I work in the place where this person works, it's just easier. Magical thinking entered this chat. Yeah, I had been worse at magical thinking. I'm improving. I don't think that if something happens to me, something good happens to me, something horrible instantly happens to me to cover this good thing that had happened to me. So I don't think like this anymore. It was a lot of work. It's fine. Also, I'm learning German. I'm starting the course soon, my B2. I'm really invested into learning German, and Germany is the country that I love. Except, yeah, despite everything, I really love Germany because it gave me shelter. It gave me my friends, and yeah, I just really like northern Germany and the nature and people and everything. And I decided that if everything fails, I will not reinvent a bicycle and I will get back to teaching in this way or the other way, and I might get a diploma of an interpreter or of a translator because, yeah, it's better than starting from like the bottom, 0, 0. And yeah, it will be a hell of a work, but I think I'm fine with that. I think I'm fine with doing that because at least, well, not at least, it's very important. It's very important. Yeah. What you feel and the feeling of your happiness is very important. And yeah, it is at least something that I enjoy doing. And what about hate? Yeah, also here I want to be honest, and yeah, maybe during the first days, months of your YouTube channel, nothing dramatic will happen, but haters will come at some point, and it's not because of you. Your personality has nothing to do with that. Those are just people who have accumulated some negative feelings and they are searching for some space to pour their feelings into, their hate, their bad their bad thoughts, ideas, etc., etc. And I have a teeny tiny channel, and we have 110-ish this today, and I still got haters. And also, yeah, I'm not a popular YouTuber, but I talk about topics that, yeah, provoke some controversy, and also I'm a refugee, perfect target to teach me how to live. Mwah, I love that. And also, I'm not hiding my political views. If I hate Putin, I say hate Putin. If I hate Stalin, I hate Stalin. It's also quite dramatic because I am in the bubble of very thoughtful and kind and accepting and also understanding people. But when you get out into the internet, you realize that people in the world are far from that, and there are many people who don't wish the best for you just because you didn't do anything to them, but they just don't. And there are different types of hate, and all of them are equally unpleasant, I must say. There are these types of hate that you can find. For example, it's not even exactly hate. People just write random stuff or just stuff that is very hard to comprehend, and you get it somewhere, like with your gut, that they were aiming at, you know, spoiling your mood or upsetting you. But you just stare at those comments and you think, okay, and what does it have to do with my content? For example, I don't know what it was, like the video about the Russian Christmas. It's very nice. I have a nice costume there, you can look at. And a person just wrote opiates. And I was like... So these type of comments I prefer to ignore these days because I never responded to them because what am I supposed to respond? It also leads sometimes to some reactions of me. There was a person who wrote to me Slava Ukraini, and okay, that's perfect. I support Ukraine. I know, like, even babies know that Slava Ukraini, you're supposed to respond Geroyam Slava. But as a Russian, you can never know. They write Slava Ukraini to you because they, like, you know, because it's the topic of your channel, like, you know, I support Ukraine, obviously, or because a good Russian is a dead Russian. You know, these people also exist. So I might have responded quite, I cannot say aggressively, but there was a person who wrote this to me, and he didn't, or she, or they didn't mean anything mean, but I was like ready to fight. There are also the types of hate who just don't like your appearance or the things that you're doing. For example, the things that you're doing with your hands, like I have expressive hands, it helps me to speak, and it also upsets quite a lot, but don't take it personally, because just don't, although yeah, I know it upsets you, of course. And another thing, and like the worst types of comments, the ones that bring you down, the ones that want to humiliate you or to diminish you or to devalue your experience, and those are of course the worst. And yeah, I can say, like, don't get upset, don't worry, be happy. I have a series of short videos how to handle hate, especially if you are a small creator like me. But we all understand that, yeah, the anger will be there, and you need to live through this anger. You need to allow it to be born and then to cease at some point. If you want to respond, to live through your anger, just remember that, yeah, let's not allow haters container their negativity in us, because they're very happy to use you as a storage for for their negativity. And the thing is, you are here on the internet, and you have a right to share your content, and people have a right to accept this content or not to accept this content. But at the same time, nobody has a right to be aggressive towards you or towards anyone, your subscribers, or towards your family or friends. It's just not something that is allowed to happen, and this is your channel, this is your space. And I personally decided that if people are mean, like mean, in this case, my only response will be, I'm sending you a diarrhea curse. A diarrhea curse is a joke, a Russian joke, because you want to curse people sometimes, but cursing is not that good, so it's something funny and kinky, a bit kinky, maybe doesn't suit it, to send people a diarrhea curse, or to write them into a special notebook for the people who you're sending diarrhea curse. It's just a mild way to tell people to off. And also, I want to quote my psychiatrist, my first psychiatrist, and I really want to quote him, but I think I won't be able to quote him because I don't exactly remember how the phrase sounded. But yeah, you are a human being. It hurts because it's painful. Let's acknowledge that. Yeah, and let's let it go. Diarrhea curse. I will be your godfather. Diarrhea curse to all your haters and everyone who hurts you. And yeah, the conclusion, there will be a short conclusion. I think I don't regret anything. I'm really glad that my YouTube channel happened to me. Well, it didn't just happen. I created it, and I don't even regret about the articles that I wrote on Medium, because yeah, my Medium blog was like is not doing great. But I think still it matters, and I will continue writing, but yeah, maybe not on Medium. Maybe I will still write there. I still don't know. I haven't decided yet, and my website is still in process, but I really want to write about things that are important for me, like except for the book and my other books that I'm planning to write. Also, whatever happens to my channel, it helps me to track the positive dynamics in my mental state and also in my general life situation, because yeah, when I look at myself, the beginning of my journey and now, well, those are two different people, and there is a lot to go. There is still a lot ahead, hopefully. I got 100 subscribers in a year, and I also saw many wonderful, beautiful comments from wonderful, beautiful people, and I am grateful to everyone, to each of them who spend their time for watching my video, because time is priceless, and who even found a second or two or a minute to write a nice comment to me. You are amazing. And that's it, I think. If you're a new creator, don't give up. If you're thinking about creating a channel, let's do it. Let's do it. I have anxiety. I'm afraid of everything. I'm sitting here. I'm with you. And I would say that it is gloomy, but it's not gloomy. It has been gloomy, and now it's sunny in northern Germany. And me and my northern Germany are sending you love, love, and peace, peace. Tschüss.